What up, Long Beach? It's Tyler.
And Mike.
Welcome back to your home for local sports.
This CIF track highlight is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Norwalk was a little gloomy, but that didn't stop the shine off the CIF plaques, the green and gold of Long Beach Poly, having an historic day here at Cerritos College. And let's start the show with the showstoppers, Mike. The 4x100 girls relay. They are ham bones.
If you've been following along with us this season, you're obviously well aware of this team and the names. The freshman Autumn Wright starting it off. This is one of the best teams in the country, having already won a national championship at the Penn Relays. So, frankly, this is kind of light work, and you would expect them to kind of walk the competition here as they go to Jade Lewis and then to Maya Perkins, and basically that is what happened.
Yeah, I mean, we've shown you a few of these relays, and they all just sort of look like this for the most part, as the Jackrabbits, one of the best in the nation, they continue dominating the state of California as they put up a season-best time here, and smiles all around here at the early stages. Now to the girls' 100 hurdles, as we've got three Jackrabbits in this race: Kimber Payne in lane 4, Ebony Creer in 7, and Janelle Ainsworth in lane 8. As also, we've got really good talent from Roosevelt in the middle of the track, but still, Poly's going to represent with their two great hurdlers.
The orange and white creamsicle pattern, actually, both from the same school, Roosevelt, but you do see Payne going to LSU and Creer going to Texas A&M with strong finishes in 3rd and 4th. Ainsworth also scoring, finishing in 8th.
Yeah, they all get points, Mike. Girls 400, the nation leader is freshman Kaylin Roberts in 5, and she's going to get out of the gate and do her thing. But she also has some help in this race. Freshman Autumn Wright in lane 2. Senior Holly Harris, headed to Long Beach State, in lane 8. Made that rhyme on purpose, you know what I mean? And Kaylin Roberts puts the hammer down like she does. Impressive. But her teammates in there getting the job done as well.
Roberts putting the phenom in phenomenal. The freshman just lighting the world on fire right now. A great time at 53.87, just off her nation-leading mark.
But now we go to the sprints. Ari and Jade Lewis in the 100. Got these other sprinters nervous prom night, Mike. The nails are fresh, and Ari is gone. If she has a halfway decent start, or even not a good start, it's over. But the important thing to watch, as she wins yet another CIF championship here in the 100, Jade Lewis right behind her, the 1-2 punch, 11:49 for Washington, 11:75 for Jade Lewis as they go 1-2 in the hundo.
And the prom joke fitting, Tyler, they are actually, both of these girls, headed to prom straight from this meet because it was Poly's prom night. We go to the 300 hurdles. Kimber Payne also headed to prom afterwards, and her teammate Angela Morong running right next to her.
And how could something so Morong be so right as she's on the right, and Poly continuing in the 300 hurdles. I mean, we expected to see Ebony Creer, a heartbreaker at prelims, to not be here. An absolute bummer because it looked like Poly would have had a chance to sweep the podium.
Right, she would absolutely have been out there.
The state leader in this event.
She is the state leader in this event. You would have expected her to be out front, but Payne instead is going to hold off her teammate Morong down the stretch here to claim a CIF championship in the 300. It's been a long season for Kimber Payne. She's worked her way back from a back injury, and she said after this one she feels like she's finally back.
But it's not just the girls, Mike. We also had the boys out there getting it done in the 300 hurdles. This is Juan Ward. Now, the Jackrabbits on the boys' side got off to a rough start in the 4x1 relay as that it had an issue with one of their handoffs. But Ward is a point scorer here in the 300. We thought we were going to see a few more leaguers, either Baron Manuel or Masana Viltz. But Ward does a good job closing this race strong behind Tyler Rios of Losal. And Ward takes second to give that boys' team points in their chase for a CIF title.
But it's not just track rabbits out here, Tyler. You can't forget about the field rabbits. You got to show love. And Vincent Calhoun, one of the best in the state jumping, he took 5th in the long jump with a best leap of 22.7.5 inches. But then he makes a move to his high jump where, I mean, that's really his better event. He is a high jumper, and he was great today again.
Yeah, he went back and forth. But he cleared 6'9", not pictured, to win back-to-back CIF titles.
Just breezed over 6'9" right there.
In the high jump, congrats to the Calhoun. Onyx Gaston on the girls' side.
My favorite Pokemon.
The long and triple jump, 8th in the long jump with a 17-foot 10.5, and 4th in the triple jump with a PR of 37 feet 9 inches. She will go to Masters here in the triple jump, by far the weirdest event at a track meet.
It just kills my hamstrings watching that.
Freshman Janae Smith, 5th in the long jump with an 18 feet, 6.75 inches. So a strong showing to get her to Masters as well. back to the track and back to an historic 200, Mike.
Right, this is a special one. You know the names: Kaylin Roberts, Ariana Washington, Jade Lewis.
All
Washington,
right next to each other.
Next to each other as the three fastest. Washington, the two-time defending state champion in the 200, but she did not have a cakewalk in this one, as her teammate, the freshman phenom Kaylin Roberts, really pushing California's reigning sprint queen down the stretch here, and she made Washington definitely finish this race out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, right on her, closer to her wrist than a corsage right there, Mike. She got it done. Polly goes 1, 2, 3, sweeping the podium. You never see that.
It's the first time that's happened in almost 2 decades. 1996, the last time the Jackrabbits had a podium sweep. We move to the final race of the day. All drama removed as we get to the 4x4. Polly had already well clinched a CIF championship, finished with more than double the points of the second closest team. So this is basically just for style points and to qualify for Masters. And with Roberts as the leadoff leg, the fastest at this distance in the country, you can basically predict what happened here. The Jackrabbits got out to a good lead and then held it.
Well, absolutely. You know, you got to handle your business. You got to have clean passes. And like you said, you got to move on towards state, where the Jackrabbits obviously thinking about a points record there with all the elite talent that they have. Angela Morong taking the baton from Autumn Wright and now giving it to senior Ebony Creer, who would close shop, extend that lead, as the Jackrabbits, you know, also pretty dominant in this event as well, not just the 4x1.
Well, an impressive teamwork here by Creer, who had to delay going to prom because they had a late scratch from an underclassman, so unexpectedly had to stay a few extra hours, but helped her team win a CIF championship and move on.
Boys 4x4. Now, the Jackrabbits didn't actually have a shot at the CIF title here. They were in second behind Great Oak, and it was close trackside. Didn't really know. Had some late results coming in from the field, so they probably did not know that they were necessarily out of it. Tough to tell.
They would have needed to have taken first and have had Great Oak finish so poorly that they were penalized by 2 points, which does not usually happen in track meets.
Right, not really. But still, an opportunity to win a race and, like you said, move on to Masters and close out that runner-up spot, and a strong final leg from Marie Harris will get that job done as the Jackrabbits win the final race of the day. 3:16.67 is the time for the gentlemen. They are the runners-up. Obviously, the girls are champions, so that means a pair of plaques out there, and the Plaque Rabbits get to grab and grin and get that photo taken.
They need some. They need a good set of toothpaste and mouthwash to get rid of all this plaque, Tyler. Don Norford winning his 25th Team CIF Southern Section Championship in his final season coaching at the CIF Finals. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, he goes out a winner at CIF. The Poly girls with the third highest Division I point total in history and their 7th straight CIF crown. Got Masters coming up next Friday, state the following weekend, and you absolutely know for 100% certain that Gazette Sports and the Press Telegram will be there.